What's up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. Yes, I'm rocking with the mustache today because you know what? I don't care. I'm cool with it. I'm a big fan of being me, and you know what? I'm rocking it, dude. I'm rocking it. So by the title of this video, you're probably wondering, Alec, what the hell is going on? What do you mean? Well, a few months back, I did a little test to see if I was a narcissist or not. And in that test, the results came out, no, you're not a narcissist. But about a month back or so, I decided, well, I'll take it again because, you know, I was curious. I couldn't fall asleep and I took the test again. This time, I came back as a total narcissist, and that's not a lie. Yeah, I took the test a second time, and my results came back that I was a narcissist, which thoroughly surprised me. I took it again that night just to see. I was like, well, I'll be a little bit more mindful. Still, the results were total narcissist. Then the next day I took it again. The results were, well, total narcissist. So I'm gonna take it once more here. And that's, if you're wondering, that's not gonna be a big part of this video at all. But I do want to take it once more, and I'll just show you the results when I'm done, and maybe I'll highlight a few answers. Before we get any further into the video, there's only one thing, and well, you know what to do. Down there, yeah. Like the video now. Thanks. This is an interesting one right here. I guess over time, like, I don't know, I feel like I've gotten better at storytelling, and now I'm at the point where I feel like when I do tell a story, if it's in public or on YouTube, people like to hear, which is, I guess, narcissistic in a way. This is a funny one from the last time. For some reason, I just love to look at myself in the mirror. Even when I have like a gross like teenager mustache like this, I like to look at myself because I'm like, wow, mustache, you can pull it off, dude. And I don't know why, that's just me. I like to look at myself sometimes, especially when the fit is fire. All right, here we go. And total narcissist. I promise you, I answered that completely honestly. I don't know exactly what has changed over time, but there's a few things down here where, you know, I am an extraordinary person. And keep in mind, you know, this test is saying which statement best matches you. And I believe, you know, I'm much like everybody else. No, I think I'm much closer to being a different and extraordinary person. That's how I feel. But yeah, you know, it's an extremely weird thing to come back to this, take it, and then, you know, I was expecting, oh, you know, because last time I think I got mild narcissism. But to come back and be in, you know, the category for a total narcissist is definitely interesting. I do believe my score is a bit lower than it was last time. They don't really say anything on here about that, but the last time I took it, I definitely realized a few times where I was like, oh, I wasn't so much on board with it this time. But I will say in some of the answers, there is like a confliction inside me where I feel like maybe I should answer this, but for some reason, I just can't not answer this other question. For instance, this question right here, you know, I can make anybody believe anything I want them to. And to be honest with you, I feel like part of me does believe that for sure. And so that's why I selected it. I felt like I couldn't not select it. But I'm not so sure about that, you know? I don't know. But for me, I just felt a drive to answer that because I think, well, if given the chance, yeah, I can make you believe anything I want you to. That's how I am. And this might sound weird to you, but sometimes I find it fun to, you know, go to my girlfriend and just lie to her about something. The other night, I couldn't exactly hold it together when I said it, but I told her, so did you guys get the donuts I delivered to your house this morning? I said it completely seriously, trying to hold it together, and I couldn't. But sometimes I find it fun to do those types of things, where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna totally fib you right now and make you believe that. And oftentimes I can't. So I guess that's just one of those things where it's interesting. I have a new film coming out pretty soon, and I can't tell you exactly what it is because, well, I want to leave that as a surprise. But it is a very interesting film, and a big part of it is letting you into my life, feeling like you have someone here. That's what I like to do with my attributed childhood story. I want it to be something people could connect with. And so I'm going to be pretty honest on this channel and open about my life. Do I think I'm a narcissist? No, I don't. I really don't. But this website definitely thinks I am, and it is a very professional website, and I do think I have some very narcissistic qualities about me. But don't forget that like narcissism isn't like necessarily a bad thing. It just has a negative connotation. It kind of always has, but it's not a bad thing. And if you are a narcissist, it's just a matter of how you can control different things and how you can use other things to your advantage in a you know, moral way. So these are some of the, I guess, symptoms of of this. One of them being grandiosity, and self-importance, which I definitely feel like I have in some sense, but not to a ton, you know? The grandiose type things are something I might be a little bit interested in, but self-importance, not as much. Like, yeah, I like to look at myself in the mirror, but I don't, you know, I guess see myself as like this awesome, totally sick person. I don't. But here, this sense of specialness and uniqueness, yeah, I mean, 100%. I think there's a specialness and uniqueness about me, which maybe some people don't feel. Fantasies of perfection and superiority. I have fantasies of it for sure. I don't necessarily want that per se, but I'm like, yeah, if I was the chancellor of friggin', you know, the Star Wars world, hell yeah, dude, I'd be a corrupt dude. I'll be honest with you. Being a superior, being someone who can control things, that interests me. I do like that a lot, which if you know me, you're like, what? Because I'm a total quiet introvert, but those are things that interest me and things I feel like I'm okay at. But here's one, you know, I don't necessarily need. Need for praise and attention. I definitely appreciate it a ton on YouTube and it makes me feel really good, but you know, I don't need it at all for sure. But at the same time, I definitely, you know, I might appreciate it more than other people do. Strong sense of entitlement is something I don't feel at all. I don't ever feel entitled to anything. I feel like you kind of earn everything, and I definitely don't feel entitled to things. And then a lack of empathy. You know, if you know me on a close personal level, you know I am one of the most like empathetic people out there. I get down in the mud with you if you're a dear friend of mine, for sure. So I definitely don't have the lack of empathy. I mean, sometimes I'll even be reading something about like some like double murderer who is on the life sentence, and I'm like, oh, dang. It's like, well, they killed 2 people. So, I mean, you know, where's the empathy coming from, dude? That's where my empathy level can be at sometimes. It can be negative. Jealousy, envy, and distrust. Yeah, I'm a pretty jealous person. And that's something I've been working on a ton. But, you know, I definitely think in the past few months, I've gotten extremely better with this, but it's definitely something I embody. I'm a jealous person, and there's no doubt about it. And my trust for people is generally pretty low unless I let you into my life, which weirdly is something I do quite easily. If you're not a part of my life, there's kind of no trust there. But if you are, sometimes it's almost too much trust. Arrogance and scorn, I don't feel like that's something I really deal with, but maybe. And then a pattern of manipulating others. I definitely don't think so. I enjoy, you know, a little funny prank lie sometimes, but I am not a big manipulator. Definitely not at all. But yeah, that's really all there is for this video. I just wanted you guys to see, like, whoa, Alec is a narcissist? Yeah, I think there's a chance in there, possibly. I don't think I'm a narcissist, but this test certainly does, and I do trust it to a certain extent. It's not wrong in a certain few areas, and if I am a narcissist, frankly, I don't care. I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I definitely enjoy, like, you know, being happy with myself. And, you know, there's things I don't enjoy, like sometimes getting jealous. It's a sucky feeling that you don't want to have. But I guess it makes sense that I'm a narcissist because, well, I'm a YouTuber. A lot of us, believe it or not, are. Even if you're not big on the tubes, you know, there's a sense of narcissism that definitely floats around with a good few of us. And, well, I am your ruler, so, I mean, you gotta kind of expect it at this point, to be honest with you. This was a different format of a video, less like on the funny side, and I do want to do more stuff like this. Like, could be on the funny side as well, but something where I can pump it out in a day. I don't expect these videos to do extremely well, but if you made it here, I really appreciate it. Once again, please leave a like. They mean a lot to me. You know, they help my channel get pushed out there. And just seeing that like counter, you know, go past 11 or 12, believe it or not, is extremely, extremely motivating for me. But yeah, that's all, guys. I'll catch you guys all in another YouTube video. Thank you guys once again for watching yet another YouTube video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye, guys. Appreciate it. なる命が包むこの大地で戦い交わるすべての人たち立ち上がり踏み出して明日へ